Hi guys, hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Seeing This Reality. If you're new on the channel, you're welcome. If you're old on the channel, thanks for coming by to watch another video. On this channel, I talk about my life in Romania. I talk about affordable Romanian universities available for international students. I also talk about jobs available for those that would like to come and work in Romania. If you find interest in content like this, please do well to subscribe. Click on that notification button so each time I post a video, you get a notified. You guys, I have a very important guest on the channel. I've brought someone on the channel to come and talk about his experience in Romania. He's a very smart, hardworking, and an entrepreneur in Romania. He also came here for studies. He graduated and he's a full-time worker. So he's going to be telling us his experience. He's going to be telling us how far he has done with his life in Romania, because I believe that he's very successful and I also want to learn from him, and I hope you all will also learn from him. So guys, let's dive in into the video. Hi Etienne, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. And you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming to the channel. I hope that whatever you say, I'm going to learn, and everyone else is going to learn. Can you please introduce yourself? Guys, one more thing. He's from Guinea and he's a French speaker.
Yeah.
So his English is okay, it's perfect, but just that it's going to be a mixture of some French accent in it. But bear with me, you're going to learn a lot from what he's going to say. So, Etienne, please, can you introduce
If you are
yourself?
speaking French, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia, for inviting me, and it is for me a pleasure to be here.
Okay.
And I think, as she said, I'm a French speaker,
Yeah.
and I can say I started learning English
Okay.
like a little bit better since I came in Romania.
Okay.
And since I started learning Romanian language, I think I learned a little bit.
You actually studied Romanian language, not in English?
No, I studied like my bachelor. Okay, we talk about it. My bachelor was in French, but my master degree was in Romanian language.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
So I'm Etienne. I'm from Guinea. Now I'm 29 years old.
Okay.
Yes. Credited in master in accounting, and I'm working like accountant since 2020.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm doing the program to become like a chartered accountant. It is
Okay.
my last year.
Okay.
Hopefully, I will finish it if I have time, because
Good
it's a good
luck.
year. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, what initially attracted you to study in Romania?
Okay, to be sincere, like before starting, like when I started thinking about going abroad to study, I was thinking about going in Russia.
Okay.
Yes, and I had a friend who heard about Romania, how people were, and how was the courses and everything, and she advised me to come here,
Okay.
and that is why I chose to come in Romania. And when we did the comparison, because the between the scholar fees, it was more better in Romania, because doing here at that time accounting was around, because we paid like 2,000 euros
2,000
per
euros.
year,
Yeah.
but in French, for example, it was 7,000 or 10,000, something like this. So that is why I chose to come here.
Yeah, I myself initially my plan was not to come to Romania too.
Okay.
When I was applying for admission, I applied in China. So I think it was 2019. I
Okay.
applied to study in China. I also applied to study in Germany. And then I had one of my cousin here, Natalie. You didn't get to meet her.
Okay.
So she was like, Romania is also good. The tuition fee is affordable. Why don't you try?
Yeah.
So I already applied for like China, had my admission. I also applied in Germany, but the admission was not out yet. And then Romania was the third option. However, I got my visa for Romania first, while the one for China was still delayed, and then the admission for Germany came out. But when we compare like the tuition fee, the expenses, the block account, Romania was cheaper.
Yeah.
So you just have to choose it. And so far, it was not a bad decision, I would
No,
say.
not at all.
It's not a bad decision.
No. And I will be the first one to advise Romania to any people.
Yeah. Yeah. So the second question is, can you share some highlight of your academic journey in Romania and how it has shaped your career?
Yeah, to be sincere, it was very difficult at the beginning
Okay.
because I came here in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
After 3 months, COVID came.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So I stay here like 1 year without working.
Okay.
And at school, we had to manage at the beginning by ourselves because there was not like a plan to say there will be online courses, there is some session, something like this. So at the beginning, it was not easy at all. And as I said, 1 year without working, and I was staying alone that time, where at COVID time. But there was a nice part, I can say a positive part, because during that time I learned Romanian.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So that's what I can say. And you have to manage, like when I started working, to manage with the work, with the
And
courses,
school.
try to pay the scholar's fee. Of course, parents are was helping me,
Mm-hmm.
and the parents I got here was helping me too. I
Okay.
cannot lie on this,
Mm-hmm.
but it was not easy.
Yeah, I myself, the COVID affected me as well. So like really, really bad. But I mean, I had some money on me. You know the money that you have as bank statement,
Yeah.
the one that the immigration used to see.
Mhm.
That at that time it was 2,500
Yeah,
euros.
exactly.
That was the money that sustained me during that
Yeah.
time of COVID. I had to get money from there to pay my rent. I had to get money from there to eat. I had to get money from there to like things for school, my laptop and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was no job at that time, and I think
No,
student
not at
life
all.
then was very difficult and boring
Yeah.
because we were not even allowed to step out of the cabin at that time. We were
Yeah.
just indoors. If you had to go out, you need to sign that
Exactly.
you're going out, and
And
there
even,
was
even
no
if
job.
you went out, what you will do? There is nobody
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
But I was happy that even before the COVID came, I went, the first
Yeah.
semester was on
Yeah.
campus, so
Yeah.
I met
Exactly.
some
Yeah. I met some
friends.
friends.
So
Yeah.
during that COVID time, they had to help me with
Exactly. And
assignments
exactly.
and everything.
And we too,
So,
we had the group from
mm-hmm.
school. We were working there, and we become friends during the first semester before the COVID came. So
Yeah.
it was helpful.
Yeah.
And by the way, I will say thank you to all my, my classmates because they helped me a lot. Sincerely, they helped me to be integrated, and they helped me with because the I can say this the university how they study here, it's not exactly the same thing like at home.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
and at the beginning everything was online, but at
Yeah.
home you see
Yeah.
you have to buy all
Uh-huh.
the document, you have to
Yeah.
learn from the document. But at that time, everything was online. There was something that I doesn't know. They had to help me, and I can say thank you to them because
Yeah.
it helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were great.
Mhm.
So, the third question, how did you secure your first job in Romania after graduation, and what were the challenges you faced?
Okay. First, like after before the graduation, I will say,
Yeah.
because as I said, I was working. I'm working as accountant since 2020. That means when I was doing my bachelor, um, as I said, I stay here like 1 year without working. And one day in the midnight, I sent like 2 emails to
Okay.
two of my prof at the university. I said, okay, let's see. I'm here. I'm studying. I'm not getting a job like to get money to pay my scholarship, my tuition fee. Yes,
And your
but
life expenses,
exactly.
yeah.
But I cannot on both sides.
Both sides,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes. So I said, okay, I want you to help me, and that is the most important because if someone want to come here to study, that is what he have to focus on because you came to study. So, as I was saying, like I will start with my first job, not the job after I
Yeah.
graduated. As I said, I started working as accountant from 2020, and how it like become reality because as I said, I stay like 1 year without working, and one day in the midnight, I
Yeah.
sent like 2 mails to two of my prof.
Uh-huh.
And as I want to clarify something like when there is people who want to come here in Romania to study, be focused on what for what you came, and it can be helpful because there is not no one who put you pressure to come to study. If you want to come for work, come for work. But if you want to come like a student, do very well what you are doing.
Okay.
I cannot say I was very good, but I tried to do my best. And all the teachers, the prof we had at the university, they said that I'm doing my best, and they try to know me. You understand? And when I send the emails, two of them answered, and one of them helped me to get like a internship.
Okay.
To a woman that I will say her name and say thank you, Elena.
Okay.
And she helped me at the beginning. And I think from there too, I tried to improve my Romanian language because I had already the basis and everything. And with her, I started to do practice. After I think 2 months, she gave me like a part-time contract.
Okay.
So I started working with her. Courses were online. I was going here there. I had to stay like 4 hours, but I was staying there more than 4 hours. Not because she was doing me or putting me to stay more, but I wanted to learn more. You understand? So I was going there all the days. I stayed there to do my courses online. After that, I stayed to work to learn a lot of things. So it's helped me. And after that, I got another job to a French company. I worked with them, I think 1 hour, 1 year and something. And but before that, as I was saying, it was not easy at all at the beginning. During I was doing the internship with the woman, I was working too at the car wash.
Yeah.
I worked at car wash at 8 months.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had to pay the tuition fee. So it was not easy. I worked there like 8 months. After that, I worked at KFC. Yeah. And at KFC, I did not stay a lot of time because from that time I started with my company, and people was calling me if they had problem during their working. I did not have the possibility to answer, so I said I cannot stay because the guys need me. So from that time, I was focused only on my company and my courses and my internship. Yeah, until I got graduated like last year. The company where I was working, like the French company, they wanted to give me like a working permit, but they started it like very late. I even started to do the process on my own company, but I wanted to do it in an like accountant company. Like it is good for the CV, for the experience and everything. And helpfully, I met someone before. I gave him like my CV to help me to work at price like PwC. It's one of the big four. And when I went there for the interview, they said they need a junior. And I'm not a junior. I will not accept to work there to do the task they will give me. So from that time, that person gave my CV to another company where I'm working now, and we started collaborating like from October 2024, and it is going very well. I'm learning a lot of things, a lot of new things. I'm studying like my program to become a chartered accountant. So it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I think during our own time of student, like in 2019, 2020, 2022, there was not a lot of opportunity for students to work. Even though my first job that I ever got as a student was in a beauty salon.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I was just working as a I was working as a secretariat where I received calls for clients that want to book for hair appointments. I was working with documents, and the salary was not the best. It was part time. That lady, I don't know how to even pay me. It was not the best. So that one could not even. That one was just for like my accommodation and food. Now to save up for my tuition fee, I had to think twice. I'm like, I cannot continue to work here when it's not even going to assist me to pay my tuition fee. I had to quit that job. I went to a restaurant to work in a restaurant.
I I know how it is.
Yeah, working in that restaurant was very hard for
I
me.
know it
It
is.
was very hard, like because classes were online,
Mhm.
so I had to some days I will not attend my classes because I want to work
What?
8 hours. I worked in that restaurant for a week,
Mhm.
and I can remember it was on Sunday morning when I came back from work that day, and I just said I'm not going back
I'm
there
off.
anymore.
Yeah.
The next day I just went to the manager, just told him that my school said that I'm not attending classes, and if I don't attend my classes, they're going to expel me, so I cannot work here anymore. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
That was not even the reason was it was hard
Hard.
for me. So when I quit that I quit working at the restaurant where they gave me the money that I worked for the few days.
Mhm.
Now I started to send my CV again online. That's where I got my current job, like the kindergarten teacher.
Okay.
So initially, I was not a kindergarten. I was a helper.
Mhm.
That's how I first got there,
Mhm.
and then I had to improve on my Romanian language skills.
So
I
that
had
means you
to
are
improve on a lot of things. Now
yeah.
I got now the full contract.
Nice.
So one of the advice for students is that when it's towards your graduation, when it's like a year or maybe even like one and a half year left,
Mhm.
if you have a job that you're working in, even it's part time,
Yeah.
approach your employer
Exactly.
towards like the end of your program. Says,
Mhm.
okay, see, I'm graduating at this time
Yeah.
and I'll need like a working contract, a full-time working
Yeah.
contract. I also need to do my avis for me. So after
Exactly.
I graduate, I'm going to get a job. Because if you wait until you graduate before you start to look for a job,
It is very
it's
difficult.
very difficult. You might not
That
even
is, I
find a
think,
job.
the past years there is the problem like some guys was meeting because they did not talk with the place where they was working before they got graduated, and it is difficult to get a job after you got graduated. Then that is why I always said to people who ask me or how we can do to get a working permit. I said before you got graduated, you have to start talking with your boss. If
Yeah.
the person doesn't know how to do the process, I can help you to explain to him or to ask his lawyer if he have a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember reaching out to you to ask about because my documents I think it was already at the immigration. I don't know, and I'm like 18. Please, where can I get a first appointment because my permit is almost getting expired, and if you get expired when my document is not at the immigration already, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And you told me to go to like a nearby city, maybe Lassie, CBU,
Yeah.
and go to the immigration there and deposit. Just that my employer has some sort of connection because when I went and told her that she needs to go to another city, she was like, no, she cannot travel to go to another city. Let's just go to the immigration. So
Exactly.
we went with her in person. She had to speak with the direct boss, and then
Yeah.
they had to take my documents and then sort out
Yeah, it is
everything.
how it works even at immigration. Like if like your how to say your permit will expired, you can go there. The thing is you have to apply it online before the permit is expired. If you apply it online, you just have to go with all the documents like they said urgent. They have it like on Tuesday and Thursday, I think. You can go there directly with all the documents. Said that I already applied online, but the appointment is like after 3 4 months. My permit will got expired, so they will let you to put the document.
Yeah.
But don't let it like the permit got expired before applying. There is the problem. There is sometimes when someone go there, they will say go back home and get another visa. So see if someone come here like a student or worker, never let the visa expire or the resident card. It is not good.
Okay. So let's just go to the next question. What inspired you to start your own company in Romania? And what was the initial process like?
Yeah, I created my company in 2020, November
Okay.
20, no, November 2021, sorry. Yes. And what inspired me, it was, as I said, I stayed 1 year without working. And from that time, I think at that time, I think I knew like all the African people here because we were not a lot. But from
Yes.
2021, 2022, people started coming. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people were coming, and they was facing the same problem, like getting
Yeah.
a job. For example, for people who are coming like for bachelor, it is difficult. Me, sometimes I said I have like a head break because you can go for an interview, they will say the CV is good. I know that you
Yeah.
have the competency, but you are doing bachelor. We can do a specific
Yes.
program for you. So it
Yes.
was difficult. And as I said, I was working already with the woman from 2020. So I saw from there that we had some client who had like a delivery company.
Okay.
And I asked some of them how it's work. They explained to me. I said, okay, this is a very good job for a student because they can do their own schedule
Yes.
to respect the contract, and they can earn money to pay their school
Yeah.
fee.
Plus, it's also flexible.
Exactly. From that time, I said, okay, instead to help every time people to send CV, I don't know where and where, it is better to create a company. If someone come, it will be helpful. So I started the company. At the beginning, we were, I think it was only two guys.
Okay.
Even me, I never do delivery before starting the company. They just explained to me, but I had some guys who was working already. I talked with them how it's work, and I approached them to come in my team, and there was like a help for the others, like the new guys who was coming in. From like this, we started like I can say I created the company in November, but the first guys came like in January,
January.
yeah, February,
Okay.
yeah, 2022.
So it's possible for us, like foreigners, to create companies here in
Yeah,
Romania.
yeah. Since your resident card is valid, you can create your own company. Just you have to think of what activities you want to do and create the company. You can have like you can work with a lawyer to create the company or a chartered accountant to help you. So it is possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
it is
that's
possible.
great. That's great. So I don't think the viewer must have understood like your company, what like your company. So now you can employ people to work in your company.
Yeah, as I said before, the main like the main objective I can say was like to help students.
Okay.
But I think from at the end of 2022, 2023, Romania started like they need like workers because I will not lie. Uh, if I need like I had a company, of course I have to make profits. You understand?
Yeah.
And I will not lie too. With the students, it is not easy
Yeah,
because they
it's
have,
not.
and I can understand because they have to do courses. They cannot work like full time. And being a boss, it is not easy. You have to pay taxi, you have to pay everything. They had contract, and when I found out that it is possible to bring people like from I don't know everywhere, Guinea, Nigeria, or Cameroon to come here and work like full time. I said, okay, that is very good because like this we can have a lot of incomes
Yes.
to pay taxes and to help people to have like
Yeah.
incomes too.
Yeah. Plus, they are working full time.
Exactly, exactly. So from that time, I spoke with my accountant. We spoke too with a lawyer. I think until now I had like 4 or 3 lawyers.
Okay.
Yeah. So we spoke with the lawyer. We find out how to do the process, and we started. I think in 2022. It was not easy, especially at the beginning. It was a little bit
hard. Yeah.
no, I can say a little bit good, okay. But since Romania admitted the Schengen area last year, sincerely, I lost a lot of money
Okay.
because if you do the process first, you have to at the beginning we were just doing like this, like we want people to come and work. But since they was admitted to the Schengen area, you have to be sure because I'm the one with my name on the paper. If someone come here and he do something illegal, they will say I'm the one. Yeah, exactly. I'm the one who bring him here. Or if he come and he go in another country like illegally, I will be the responsible. So that is why we have to assure and to be sure that people who want to come, they are coming to work, not for something else. Exactly.
Yeah.
And last year it was catastrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had like I don't know 10 or 9 recruits like visa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not easy at all. Hopefully this year we hope it will be good. But we had
Yeah.
like for example, even last year we had like a visa, a lot, not only the rejected one. We had the visa even at the beginning of this year. We had already I think 4 or 5 something like this. So it is possible. The process is not easy, I will say, because we have to respect all the conditions. You have to work with the lawyer. Even me, it's not easy now because I'm working full time. I have to take care of the guys who are already here. That is why I'm working with the lawyer, so that like this is legal and it is I can reduce my stress a little bit.
Yeah. But what's the reason for refusal of visa at the embassy for work visa? And even for school, it's not just work. For school, a
Exactly.
lot
For
of
school,
people
I think this
got
year,
rejected.
exactly this year, I think I did not see. Usually because we have like an association from Guinea. We have a group where if there is a new guys who can integrate with the group, we can help him to do like the process for immigration and everything. And in Romanian, we have a big group where I'm the, I don't know how to say that, the accountant, I can say, the accountant of the group. And when someone have to come here in Cluj, they, I don't know from where they get my phone number, but someone will call me and say, there is a new student who is coming, please help us to receive him, to help him to get the camin and everything. So I can say to someone to go and receive him, or if I have time, I can go by myself. For this year, I did not hear nothing. No one called me. That means they got a lot of refusals. And I can say it depends of how people do their plans. If you go for the interview, you have to prove to the person with who you are talking that you are coming really for studying or for work or something like you are the one to, I can say, sell yourself. You understand, to present them your project. Because if they find out that in what you are saying they are not saying like the truth, or they are saying that there are something who is not clear, maybe you want to come and go somewhere else because Romania is in a single area, there is the problem. And they have to, that is why I said, me for example, for my company, sometimes I'm not the one doing the interview, but I always said to the one who want to do the interview that be sure that the guy, if he come, he will not go at another country. Because if yes, me, poor ATM, I'm the one who will be responsible, so I don't want to get problem. As I came here, Romanian people are very, very, very nice. They help a lot if you need help. And that I will not lie. But if they are so kind like this, just have to
just have to be careful. As well. Don't take it for
exactly,
granted.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go to the next question. What aspect of living in Romania do you enjoy the most, and what makes it a unique place to live?
Okay, I can say first the people.
Okay.
They are so kind, so nice, so sociable. If you need help, really, they will help you. They will help you. Since I'm here, okay, at the beginning I had some situation, but not so big like this. But it was online. But I did not face like, as we can say, racism or something like this. Since I'm here, no, you cannot lie. I did not face something. And the security, you can stay here outside being a boy or a woman until three,
It's
4.
safe.
Yeah, it's very, very safe. You can let, I don't know, your phone here. I think I lost my resident card twice.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm very like this. If you send me like an invitation on Facebook, I don't know you, I will not accept. And when that person sent me an like invitation, I did not accept. But after that, he tried to text me and call me. You lost your like your resident card in the polls. So I found it, and we tried to meet, and he gave it to me. You see,
Wow.
and that means it is safe. The person are honest. That is not meet is 100%. But a lot of they are very exactly. I cannot say another thing. I can say it is the place. Instead of my at home, I can say because it is always better at home. But I think for me here is the good place to live. You have a lot of opportunities, and you just have to respect all the rules. You just have to do better and to focus on what you can, and you can go to what you want. Yeah, I think the first job that I got in the beauty salon that I worked before, that lady was so she was so good to me because there were times where she would allow me to go to the kitchen and cook food and eat. There were times where she would give me extra money to take care of my savings. I was a student. They are quite good. They are quite good. It's just that us as human beings, respect is given to. Exactly. So if you respect someone, the person is going to respect you. If you appear honest to somebody, that's the same energy that are going to give you. So it's important that in our daily life, let's try to be open. Let's try to be positive. Romania is not a bad country. I know that a lot of people don't know about Romania. Exactly. It's just now that Romania has gotten into Schengen. A lot of people are getting news about Romania, and so far people want to come, but then people on my channel ask me, is Romania a good place? I heard that Romania is a poor country. Like, how can you work money to take care of yourself? I mean, yeah. Sometimes I said to people, I can say for example, I can tell an example on Guinea. Now they have this, I don't know, this category. They said Guinea is I don't know, risky country, illegally immigration country, because at the time, I think 2022, there was some guys who came here like for study, but they tried to go like in another country illegally, and they were Guinean. They got them. Even me, I think at that time, as I said, if there is some problem, someone will call me. They called me to her. I said, "Bro, I cannot help you for that. I don't even know for how we can help you. Because you came for study, get your graduation. If you want to go in another country, apply for that. Go legally, not illegally. You understand? So they have that mind. They said Romania is a poor country, or you don't get here a lot of money, or the job you are doing here, the guys who is doing in France is getting more money. But let's do a comparison. The guys who is doing like 2,000 euros in France, and you are doing here, let's say 3,000 lei in Romania. Okay, it's okay. That means it is 600 euros. But how much he is paying for rent? Yes, the cost of living. And how much does he save from that 2,000 euros? Exactly. That is the point you have to look for. Not only what he is getting. You have to see the balance. Like at the end of the month with how much money. Because there are people that are earning 3,000, they are quite doing good. Yeah. And in any country, it's just your experience. When you get to a country or when you get to any place, you need to be patient. You need to learn to improve your skills in order to improve your income. You need to interact to get to know a lot of things. Maybe if you cannot just depend just on your salary to be financially stable or to be able to make enough money for yourself. That is why I said there is a lot of opportunities. For example, I will not say I'm an example, but I will be sure. You're an example because you're doing well. You know that you're doing well. Like I'm used like people saying that, as you said. Yeah, but you are though. Succeed. Yeah, you're a very successful person. I'm doing my best. It is very stressful because let me say this. Sometimes there is some guys who is saying that if you bring people here to work, they are working very hard. You only fit to for them to work and everything, but they don't know me. Like I don't know how it is with the other boss, but for me, I can say there is some guys who are more older than me. I can say they are like my brothers or my big brothers, but for me, I'm like their fathers because if they are not doing well, they come here to work and get money. But if they are not getting money or if they are not living well, it is my responsibility because I'm the one who choose their CV
Yes,
to
come
apply
here,
to come
and
here.
work, yeah.
But there is some guy who don't understand that stress. It is
Yeah.
very, very stressful.
Yeah.
And they are working on the road. If there is an accident,
It's
it
on
is
you,
8
yeah.
If there is some complication, it is 8 Some guys don't speak for the moment Romanian
Yeah.
language. They will call you when you are at work to say, can you stop with this guy? Because he is talking English, the guy is talking only Romanian. You see, it is not easy at all. You see, so that is why I can say I'm not like as you said success, but I can say near to what you are doing or for what you came for, you can do another thing. Yeah, you can do little business, but legally, please.
Yeah,
legally. Yeah,
legally.
legally, because if not, there is problem. As I said to my guys already, sometimes they said, the other company are doing like this, they are doing like this. I always said, we are not like another company.
Yeah.
We have to do everything like clear, legally, correctly. Because if there is a problem, they will take ATM, they will say, go home.
Yeah.
But if it is a Romanian company, they will give him fine.
They will give him fine.
Data.
And that's it.
Yeah. But if they send ATM home, the company will close. Let's say, for example, I think for until now, I have like around 10 or 15 avis de muncă. That means if they bring me home, they close the company, the 15 families, they will have to go home.
Yeah, they will have
you see,
to go
so
home.
I have to live every day with that mind that there is people who is counting on me a little.
Yeah,
you
they are
understand?
counting
So
on
it's
you
not
for,
easy.
for their daily lives.
Yeah. So that is what I can say. Always focus. Try to do everything better. If there is problem, don't shut up. Ask guys, ask people, and if you come here, always try to be near to your guys, people from your country. Even if it is not only from your country. For example, me, I would say exactly. You can ask me for help. For sure, I will answer later. I will reply late, but I will answer. So that is more better than like sitting somewhere not only at your place, not asking people until the problem become grave. It is not good.
And that's true. You're right. So, how do you support interested candidates in gaining admission to Romanian universities?
I think now the complicated part is only the visa. Yeah. But for the university, if you have good graduation,
good grades,
good grade for sorry,
it's okay.
If you have good grade, you can come. You can apply for what you want. For example, let's be you are from Cameroon.
Yes,
right?
I'm from Cameroon.
From Cameroon, there is a lot of people who is speaking English. So for you, it is easy, guys. It is easy for you. But from French speaker, we have a limited like program where we can do subscription. So you just have to apply to choose the program for what you are coming for. Take care to prepare very well the paper, apply for the admission. There's guys who can help you. Sometimes here, maybe I can help too. Maybe there's another guys, they can help to do the inscription. And after that, you can apply for the visa. And as I said, the part of the visa, I think the most important is to know how to explain for why you are coming.
Yeah, because do you know, usually the problem for visa refusal is not the documents.
Exactly.
It's about your how can I put it? Your body language.
Yes.
And if they ask you a question, if you cannot answer that question straight to the point, you're fidgeting or you don't know what to say, then that thought
before going at the interview, you write something, you are sitting here like a robot.
Yeah, just to say those things that you wrote on the paper. Because I also get a lot of questions on the channel. People are asking me, what question do they ask at the embassy? There's no specific question because it's not the same guy that you go and meet the same time. Exactly. Even if you go and meet the same guy, he doesn't have a question on the piece of paper so that this is what I'm going to ask every other candidate. It just depends on how he looks at you, and then the question just pop in his mind randomly, and then he asks you the question.
There is not like a standard question that they really know. okay, it is easy. As I said to someone, if you ask me like how I can do the interview or something like this, I will say be natural. It's like a conversation.
It's like a conversation.
I'm not the one who tell you choose like accounting. I come to do accounting. You are the one who said you like accounting. You want to come to do accounting. So explain to that guy or that woman that you want to do you want to be accountant in your life.
Yeah.
There is the point where you are going. I'm going. Babesh Bolia.
Your faculty.
Yeah, we see
the city you
mentioned the city. It is not complicated. All the information you have it because you are the one who choose, and you are the one you ask for all the. I think if you ask, someone cannot sit like down here today to say that we apply to UBB. That for sure he asks someone how is studying in Romania, how is life in Romania. That person will tell you where to apply depending on what you demand, depending on all the information you give me or what you need. That means you will know all the information before going for the interviews.
Yeah, and the university have all information about their admission and everything online. The only thing that you need is guidance. You just need like guidance on like, okay, since I was 18, how do I do this? Where should I legalize my document? You just confirm the information. However, everything that you need to know is on the website. And Romania, the admission process is quite simple and straight. You just need to legalize your documents, and they have a platform where you upload all of your documents and fill your information, and then you submit, and it takes a month for them to issue you your admission letter. Once your admission letter is out, the visa,
you pay
the tuition fee.
They will give you confirmation for your place of accommodation that you pay the tuition, and after you apply for the visa. Which is simple. Just the part of I can say, as you said, the problem is not the document. The problem is how to express yourself. And
how to simple. How to express.
I think until now there is a problem, and I can say I will not lie. People started getting like refused like now because of the first guys who came and went like illegally,
the first guy that
but
came,
now they are impacting like the people who left. They want to really come to study or really come to work. It is affecting them, but
do you know something? Is it possible to come here as a student and then you switch to a full-time worker?
Yes, a student, yes, but the university is not possible. If you come as a student, as me, like me.
But you graduated before you
you want
completed your school, like during the process that you're still going to school, maybe you're like in the second year of your school, you're graduating next year and you want to switch to a full-time
I will not lie, it was possible until now. Sometimes it was possible, I can say, even here, even at Bucharest. But at Bucharest, I think last year, they started like doing, if you want to apply for a working permit, they will ask you, you came as a student, you have to present your diploma. If not, they will not allow you to change the document. But there are some guys who, they change the document, like, before they got graduated, and everything. Yes. And
also there are some jobs there are some professional jobs that when you want to apply for, they want to see your certificate of completion. Like my job. I had to wait because my company, before I graduated, my company submitted my documents already. But then the immigration said they have to see my diploma, my document of completion from the university, like the original certificate, before they can, because this job is a professional, they have to see your qualification. So I had to wait. After I graduated, I had to wait. The 9 months because that they gave me 9 months after my completion from school. So within that 9 months, I had to wait for my original certificate to come out. That's why I had to reach out to you at some point that my documents are getting expired. How do I do?
But with the the certificate, the advenita de absolvire, you tried with that one?
They wanted to see the original copy of my certificate.
I think, okay, in that case, if there is some situation like this, if someone with some situation like this, you can talk with the university to do some document, maybe
Yeah,
to
because
confirm.
the university gave me my adventa saying that I have completed from school and my graduation is on this date, on this date. They said, yes, that is okay, but I need my original certificate. Until I got it, I got the copy and submitted and my work, I got to take it now to the immigration. So, yeah, I think if you're coming here for school, your certificate is very important because it's going to help you
for
to get a
everything.
professional job.
Because like for the immigration, it's like they can trust you. You came like first, like as a student, you complete you get your graduation, you got graduated. That means if they give you like a work permit, you will work too, like very well. But if, for example, you come like for study, you did like, I don't know, the first year, you did not continue, you want to change. If there is some guys who did not sleep well, he will give you a refuse. So that's clear.
Yeah, and also I think their study system is also strict that if you fail a particular course a certain amount of time, I don't know if it's 2 times or 3 times, they expel you from school.
Oh, okay. From that, I did not hear. But what I know is like if you did not complete like a course, the next year you can do it again, but you have to pay.
You have to pay. You have to
And
pay.
I think if you, I don't know, if you, I don't, you did not confirm. I don't know how many courses you have to do again. The years. You have to start again the years.
Yeah, like the complete course all over again.
Yeah.
Like pay the tuition fee all over.
The tuition fee, I don't know if it will be the same because I know some guy. He's doing accounting. Normally it's in 3 years, but it's in his 5th year. He start, but he did not finish, and after that, next year he will come to ask for like, okay, this year I will be serious. I will continue. I will finish. He will give you another chance, but he will not finish. So it's fun, but I don't know. I don't think if he pay all the school fees because you have paid the first one. It's like you just have to finish.
Yeah, because I know that to pay for an extra course that you did not pass is about, is it 100 euros?
Yeah, it is 100.
It's 100 euros. Yeah. So, what are your proudest achievements since you moved to Romania?
Proudest achievement. Okay, I would say getting my diplomas. That is the first time my graduation from school, because I will not lie, it was okay. Let's say for the bachelor, it was quite complicated, but not like the masters, because when I was doing my masters, like I was a worker, a part-time worker. I was doing my master. I was doing the program like for
you were doing 2 masters. That's what you said on your graduation day. 2
like
masters at the same
not
time.
like 2 masters, but the program I said to become a chartered accountant. I was doing that one too, like both of them at the same time, and I had a company.
Yeah, a company to run.
You understand? So it was very complicated. I was like, I'm not leaving. You understand? It was very complicated, and especially the last year, like on 2024, it was my last year. I had to do work on my dissertation. I had to do my exam both sides, because all the exam on the both side was at the same time. June is out. Yeah, because I have to do the exam at the master for the chartered accountant. It was very complicated, but thanks to God, we achieved. We achieved, and I think the proudest one I will get will be maybe this year, because this year is my last year for the part of chartered accountant, because it's 3 years. I started at the same time with my master, so to not start it after my master, I had to to study again 3 more years. I did not have that patience. So I will have to pass the final exam this year. I don't know, maybe in November or December or something like this. I hope I will have time.
But why did you choose to do like accounting as a separate course on its own when you're already an accountant? Is it that there's an opening? There's an opening for a job in Romania, or
like okay. For example, I'm working as accountant, but by myself, I cannot sign the
Documents.
all the documents
Okay.
from the for a company or something like this. At our company, there is a chartered accountant.
Okay.
So we are working on her name.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But if I got the certification, I can have my own accounting company.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And with that too, even if at the long term I want to go back in Guinea, okay, I will go back in Guinea. But far away. When I will go back, I can do like I don't know how to say that, equivalence. Like with my certification from Romania, I can do like maybe 3 or 6 months internship to understand how it's working in Guinea. So they will give me the certification from Guinea. Okay. So with that, I can have my own company, accounting company in Guinea too. So
you see why I say you're quite successful. You're smart. You think really well because it's not. It's not easy, but then you're putting in all of the effort and everything that you need. But that's life, though. In order for you to succeed, you need to like put in the effort.
Yeah.
You need to put in that consistency. You need to put in that work and everything in order for you to be successful. And then yeah. As for me, my proudest moment in Romania is just that I've been able to. I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. Like when I look at my life as of the time that I came to Romania and so far now, it's just been, I can say it's been marvelous. I'm the first child of my family. I have four other siblings, and I can say it's just me here in Romania that is supporting them. Like my parents, because of our crisis that we have in Cameroon, my parents are not working anymore. So now they are looking up on me. And if I wasn't in Romania, I don't think I could have been able to help them. My three junior ones are going to school, and it's out of my salary and other things that I do to support them for school. My parents' food, accommodation is all on me. So I'm just saying that life is not easy, but if you find yourself somewhere where you can work and then able to support those that you can support, then yeah, it's worth it. So Romania is not that bad.
No,
all you need to
it's
do,
not bad.
all you need to do is to be focused,
Yeah.
to know what you want to achieve, have your plans, and everything will work out for you. Like in any other country, like in the UK, in the US, in Germany, they are all countries. Like there are people in Germany that are not even successful, and you can be here and more successful than them. You just have to be goal oriented, like you that you're doing a lot of things to make ends meet.
As I said, and I forgot something. One of the things that I'm proud of is like last year, I'm not alone here anymore. I bring my sister.
Yeah, I know my sister. I met her a few times. Yeah.
She's studying to accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, and she started like her internship too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and as you said, it's not easy. Me too. I'm the first child and the only boy. And you know what it means in Africa, being the only boy and the first child. If I had like a big sisters, maybe they will. I will be the guy who will be there, like. Everything now is on you. If they need any help, hello Etienne, hello Cindy, that's just it. And being a first child, as I said, I think it was one of the parts, like one of the things that helped me to be like more courageous. I can say, because I have in my mind, not like I have only my mom who was supporting us. We lost our father from 23, but like 2003, 200. So not because she has not the possibility to support us, but being a boy, a man, I will not step up. Exactly, I cannot ask only every time for help and everything. I'm 29. I'm the one who have to help her, even if she has the possibility. But to say that you have a man in your family and everything, so I'm trying my best, and I'm doing my best, and even the part of opportunities, as you were saying, in Romania there is a lot of opportunities if you come here. first of all focus on for what you can.
Yes.
Try to be stable, and after that you can do. Example for me, sometimes some guy said, you got a lot of money. No, I can see a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
Because for example, me, I started like the company with delivery. We were renting like the bikes or bicycle, like motorbike and everything. But I had, if you have a contract, you have a salary, a fixed salary, and everything, and they are doing what you are doing, they are seeing what you are doing. You can get even like a credit at the bank. Yes. The bike I have, I did not pay from my pocket. I go at the bank, take a credit, buy two, 3 bikes, give to the guys working with that. When they are, we are working with that, we can pay another one step by step. You understand? All that is a plan. Is when you are doing well, but they will not say they will give money to someone who is doing this or that. You understand? So
I myself, I'm looking forward to go to the bank to get some money. I hope that they get to they give me my
from
request.
I think from last year they were saying that if you want to get credit at the bank, they will give you exactly. For example, me, my first one I got, it was on 5 years, but we give it back after 6 months to get another one. Yes, to get another one, they give us again 5 years. We give it, I don't know, 9, 7 months. After that, we get another one. And when we were taking the other one, they said from now at the bank they will give only money based on the duration of your resident card. Okay. So if you have 2 years, they will give only on 2 years. Okay. You understand? Okay. I said, okay, if it is 2 years, today you give me for 5 years, I will not give you the money back right now. I will respect exactly the time. If I have another money to pay back quickly, I will buy another bike, give it for rent. And so it is how it's works. There is, me, I can say in Romania, there is a lot of opportunities. There is, people are very kind, very nice, and everything. And what I can say too, and I can advise is, if someone come here, at least try to learn a little bit Romanian language. Right. It helps very well. It helps very well. Because if you are, I will not lie to, if you are speaking Romanian language, people usually in general they are open to help you. But if you are speaking to Romanian language, it helps more. And the people are really proud. They are very proud when they see you speaking another language. What's going on? Exactly. Usually when I take, for example, the taxi, they will always like, okay, we call on the phone, we go sit you. You really speak very well Romanian language. I said, yes. I said, I do my best. And he said, no, really, you are talking like better than some Romanian guys. I said, okay, thank you for that. I myself, I'm very proud of the fact that I can understand the language now, but I cannot speak fluently. But I know the basic. I can, if someone is talking to me, I can hear what you're saying, and my life is so much easy with the language. It's so much easy. And me too, it helped me a lot. And by the way, I always said, thank you to the person who will teach me that during that time. I can say, because if it was not Romanian language, maybe I had to leave Romania, because when I finished my bachelor, I had to choose between going to France or going into Timișoara, or doing the I don't know, the language, like to go at annual pregătit or to do the language, because there was only master in accounting or in English or in Romanian language. English is poor, guys. You can see. No, English is and I cannot. I was not like becoming accountant. I have this in my mind since I was a child. Yeah, like when I was in 5 years, 5, I don't know, class 5. Wow. Yeah, it's not like something that I decide on now. I can say there is some people that I meet who give me like advice, and they like me, like to direct me that you don't change my way and everything. But it is what I wanted to do since I'm a child. So I did not want to go in Timisoara, for example, to go there management for management. Okay. I'm not telling that management is not good, but it is not what I wanted.
Yeah, it is not
it
your
will not be
career.
my career. So with Romanian language, it's helped me a lot because I did my master in Romanian language, and even the course is for chartered accountant is in Romanian language. So if I was not speaking Romanian language, I could not achieve that.
And how did you? Because I know that for us international students, when we come here, we have 1 year of preparatory. Yeah,
No, I didn't.
you didn't do that.
Because I came directly in for bachelor and it was in French.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you.
I learned with my girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
During COVID, when, as I said, I was
And also online as well. Did you use any app to learn like Duolingo? Because currently I'm using
Duolingo
Duolingo.
helped too, and I use a little bit Duolingo, but I had my Duolingo at home. So it was more practice, and not only what we were doing together, but even when I was working at the car wash, it helped me a lot because I had opportunity to practice. Because when I was with her, for of course we were learning speaking Romanian even with her parents and everything, but she was speaking in French too because she wanted to learn French. So sometimes we were not talking only in Romanian, but when I was working at car wash at the restaurant, it was helpful.
Yeah, I think with the language, you also need to have the passion to learn. Otherwise, you're not putting all of the effort. So, if you want to learn Romanian, if you're coming to Romania, please put the effort because it's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot.
And it is not. I will not say it is easy, but if you want, you can. Even me at the beginning, I can say she helped me to learn Romanian language. But what took me to learn Romanian language is like, as I said at the beginning, I did not have a job, and we went for an interview to become like financial advisor. Advisor, yeah. Okay, and the guy said, okay, we see your CV, you are good, okay. You manage in English, okay. Because at that time I was learning a little bit English, not Romanian language. And but the problem is you have to advise people like Romanian people who are talking Romanian. How we will do that? And they said we'll give you 3 months. If you manage to explain like things in finance in Romanian language, we can do another try. You can do the training, and after that, we can hire you. So I put more effort to learn Romanian language, but after that, I did not go back.
Yeah, so we have managed to come to the end of this video, but is there anything that you would like to tell anyone that is listening to us and the person who would like to come to Romania? What can you tell them?
What I can say is this is a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I can say yes. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
And we are not here only to talk about like to put you guys to come here for I don't know a fake news or something like this. What I'm saying is I'm telling you my real life, and I'm telling you that it was not easy. Even now it is not easy, but just you have to try to manage and you have to be focused. That means to don't come here because you heard me today or you heard Cynthia every day to say, okay, when I go there it will be cool,
bed of roses.
No, it will not be like this at all. All beginnings is very difficult. Just in your mind. I had some friends when we were working at the car. He said, Etienne, you are very strong. You can stay like this all the day. I said, I'm not strong.
Yeah.
I'm same, like I have the same body like you. You have more bicycle than me. But what in my mind is the one like
what do you want to do? What do you want to
the
achieve?
thing who is there helping me to have that force, that courage and everything. So when you come focus on what you are doing, you just come back like leave home, you know what you did there. So you have to focus on the problem you have, on your plans you have to do like everything good for yourself, for your family, or for because I know usually when people come here, we know we all have problems. not only for ourselves but for our family or everything like that. We are trying to help them, trying to offer them good life and everything. So if you come here, that is what you have to have in your mind, not to come here for the bad reason.
Yeah.
That is my last word, not the bad reason. Come for the good reason, focus on it, and I can say thank you, Cynthia, for inviting me. Good luck for everyone, for all the guys who want to come in Romania. Subscribe.
Yeah. So, guys, I hope that you managed to learn a lot from this conversation that we had. As he said, we're not here to tell you that come to Romania. We're just talking about our experience. And if you learn one thing or two that you can apply to your own personal life wherever you are, that's okay. So, guys, thanks for watching, and thank you for coming to the channel and to tell us about you. Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching and see you in another one. Bye. Finally. Where?
I think here.
Uh-huh.
Can I press?
Mm-hmm.